back here again. I'm here with a review for you guys, and I'm here with my review of Infinity War. Now, from the title, this will be a non-spoiler review. So I saw it yesterday, an initial reaction really quick. It was great. For someone who has been around from the beginning when the MCU began, this was a big deal, and I was looking forward to this for many reasons. Like, I was one of the many fans to grow up when the MCU began in 2008, because I've seen every single MCU film. After seeing all those movies and all the trailers and everything, just got me pumped up. I saw it with my two uncles, my dad, my brother. Guys, this was just worth the wait. This was 10 years in the making. Just everything was great. Me personally, I have nothing bad to say about them. About it. First of all, the story I thought was really good. The story I thought flowed very well. The action scenes I thought were heavily on point, especially the last action scene that happened. It was, in general, the action in this movie was great. It was just top notch. And the CGI effects and the special effects I thought were heavily on point. I'll get on to some of the characters. I'm not gonna get into every single character. I'm gonna get to some characters, because if I have to discuss every single, like all 30, 40, 50 characters, yeah, this would be a long video. First off, Chris Evans as Captain America. Once again, he was great. You know, he did his thing. You know, he once again was good as Captain America. I really love the look of him in this movie. I love the long hair and the beard. Like, he looked tough. He looked like a legit badass. So I was really happy with his character in this movie. Like, the way he shows up, I thought was really cool. And yeah, really quick, in the theater that I was in, there were many moments where, not me, there were many moments that had people like not cheering, but like clapping, you know. And that was one of them. Like, when he comes, like when we first see him, people started clapping for that. I was happy with Captain America. You know, he was great as always. We get to Iron Man, who again, just like Evans, was also great. You know, he again, once again, did his thing. The jokes in this movie I thought were hilarious. There wasn't really a joke in this movie that I felt was forced. Every joke I thought felt natural and funny. Like, every single joke in this film, it had me laughing. And also, too, really quick before I get back to the characters, the interactions were great. I'm not gonna say exactly who interacts with who, but judging from the trailer, you already know some of them. That was people's concerns with this film, because this had like over, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 something characters. I was worried that they were all just gonna be like crammed in, like not really gonna do it, like it was gonna be a little like unorganized and everything. But no, they balanced it out properly, and every character felt important. Some felt more important than others, but for the most part, every character felt like they were important to the story. Like, nobody felt left out. Just like a Civil War, like everybody felt someone important. Again, more than others. And back to the characters. So yeah, I discussed Captain America and Iron Man. And then we get on to Chris Hemsworth as Thor. You guys probably don't know this, but of course, like I said, I've seen every single MCU film. The first two Thor movies I honestly disliked. I really did not like either Thor movie. I was happy with how they developed Thor's character, but the movies I thought were complete garbage. I honestly did not enjoy them. Ragnarok was great, so thank God for that. But even Hemsworth himself, like, I think even he said that he was unhappy with his role and the movies. Like, I think he even contemplated leaving. So I'm really great that they did him right with Ragnarok, you know? I'll just give one little spoiler away. Now, hold on. It's not like a spoiler that makes you go like, oh my god, or maybe a little bit, but it's like an action little spoiler. I'll just say that. So if you don't want to hear it, skip like maybe 2 or 3 minutes into the video. Again, it's nothing too crazy, but yeah. You guys remember from the trailer that we see like all the people of Wakanda, or at least yeah, they're from Wakanda, you know, Black Panther, Captain America, Winter Soldier. We all see how they're like running towards all these bad guys. Well, there's a brief moment. Now, you guys remember also too, before I get into it, you guys remember, even before the film came out, we all saw that Thor had a new weapon, which was the axe. Stormbreaker? Oh my god. Can you have me on the phone, please? But yeah, so when I heard that he was gonna get a new weapon, I'm not gonna lie, I was very much on edge. I really did not know how to feel about that. I'm like, I don't know. But after seeing it, and there's a scene where the axe ends up, it like summons itself to Earth, and it like swings around in a circle and starts hitting all the bad guys, all the monsters. And the way Thor enters like the action is just great. So that scene actually gave me chills. seeing Thor like that was really cool. I loved his entrance in that scene. So that's it. That's the only little spoiler I'll give away. There were so many unexpected moments. There were so many moments in this film that had me just like so caught off guard. When we get to Chris Pratt as, you know, Star-Lord, who was also good, you know, again, same thing with these other guys, you know, he was good with what he was given. He was fun to watch. The jokes with him I thought were also fun. Again, every joke had me laughing. There was really every joke I thought was funny. So yeah, so I was happy with Star-Lord. In terms of characters that were not as important, like Winter Soldier, Falcon, War Machine, Drax, etc., they were all good, you know, they were all good. They weren't great, you know, because again, some of them, again, they didn't feel as important, but they were all good. Everybody had their moments, like they all had something to do. That's what I'm trying to say. Same thing with like Scarlet Witch, Vision, and etc. Now, before I get on to the main guy that you all want me to talk about, let me get on to one more person, that is Spider-Man. Tom Holland has really come a long way. He's played him only 3 times. I can safely say that he is the best Spider-Man. And it means a lot to me because growing up as a kid, Spider-Man was my hero. You know, when I was like 3-4 years old. But the second, not the first, but the second ever film that I ever watched in theaters was Spider-Man. Of course, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Collected so many action figures, cartoons. I remember for like VHS tapes. It's a big deal for me, you know, because again, Spider-Man was my childhood hero. Hell, I even dressed up as him once for Halloween. I remember. It's really great to see that Tom Holland he just gets better and better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like when he was first cast, I was very on edge. I'm like, I don't know about this. After seeing him, he was good. He was definitely good, but in Homecoming, he was great. And in this movie, he was also good with what he was given. But like every single thing in this movie felt so great, and it really did. Like everything in this movie, I just thought was perfect. Part of me wants to call it a masterpiece, but the other part of me, like, not just yet. But it deserves to be a masterpiece in its own right. Now let's get on to the one guy that you all I'm pretty sure you guys want me to talk about. Thanos. I mean, Josh Brolin, I think he said that this was the most nervous thing that he had ever done or something like that. I forgot exactly what he said. Anybody who says that Marvel has the weakest movie villains better watch this. The CGI on Thanos or whatever, it looked great. He looked real, you know, and the interactions with him and the other characters, I thought it felt real and they were great. Josh Brolin just nailed it, you know, he killed it. And I cannot wait to see him as Cable in Deadpool 2. I was blown away. Like, after, you know, seeing his performance, I was like, give this man an Oscar, like, seriously. So I was really happy with Brolin's performance as Thanos. It was great. I loved it. When he was finding like the Infinity Stones, it was just great. It really was. So yeah, so I honestly can safely say that Thanos in general is one of the best Marvel villains, one of the best movie villains. Honestly, I cannot praise Josh Brolin enough for his performance. I'll say one more thing. I'm not gonna say what it is, but there is a post-credit scene. So if you haven't seen it yet, stay for the post-credit scene. But yeah, guys, so I was happy with this movie. I literally have no problem. I had no complaints. Actually, there was one complaint, but I was just like, eh. But yeah, so I was happy with this movie. Another thing too, a lot of unexpected moments that I didn't see coming. Like, there were some where I'm like, okay, I saw that coming, but then there were some where I'm like, okay, I did not see that coming. Like, seriously. So there were many unexpected moments, and a lot of shocking moments, and very, very emotional moments, definitely, without a doubt. I mean, we had to expect that, you know. And of course, we're getting part 2 next year. I am gonna watch it again. Yes, I'm gonna go watch it again this coming Friday with my friends. Really quick fun fact regarding like if I watch movies more than once in a theater. This is actually the second time I do this. The first time was with Suicide Squad. And by the way, guys, if you've seen this movie, really quick, you can leave your thoughts down below, how you felt about it and everything. But please do not give any spoilers, because if someone puts in the comments, oh, this happens, clearly people have not seen it yet, but they're gonna see those comments. Please do not do that, or else somebody getting hurt. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, but please do not do that, or else I will have the comment removed. Now the question is, what's gonna happen? There are so many questions that a lot of people have. What will happen in Phase 4? If you were to ask me, what do I want? I just want the X-Men. You know, I want the X-Men, especially with the new deal that I believe that with Fox and Disney. It could happen, but who really knows? Of course, if I had to rate this movie, I might exaggerate, and people can say whatever the hell they want, but for me, this is definitely a 10 out of 10. I give this movie a 10 out of 10 stars. I really enjoyed this movie. I really did. You know, and I believe this broke box office records. I'm not exactly sure, but I think, yeah, something like that happened.
630 million in its first weekend.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So if you haven't seen it yet, definitely check it out. Again, I will be watching it again this coming Friday. You know, and I'm actually hoping for this to happen. Like, can you imagine if in Deadpool 2, because, you know, clearly Josh Brolin is playing Cable. Imagine if he joked, because, yeah, there's going to be a Thanos joke in there. Imagine if you were to say to Cable, hey, well, since you're playing Thanos in Phase 4, why don't you see if you could get me into that movie? Can you imagine how great that would be? But then again, that would lead to everybody assuming that Deadpool would be in Phase 4. But, hey, that would be great, too. Speaking of Deadpool 2, that's the next Marvel movie on the list, alright? So we still have Deadpool, Ant-Man the Wasp, and Venom. And Deadpool, of course, comes out in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, we get Deadpool 2. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it, alright? So I'm gonna end this video right now. Leave me your thoughts down below, no spoilers, and all in all, 10 out of 10 for this movie, alright, guys? So thank you guys so much for watching. And shout out to Richard Kenobi. Richard Kenobi, hope if you're watching this. That's pretty much it, alright, guys? So I'm ending this video right now before the battery dies, alright? So be sure to click that notification. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and until then, REKLEZ Rich, signing out.